Okay, welcome. We are here. Pat is already loving it, and we're parked up in the car park. So this is the hill fort up here, and there's also the Neolithic stone art up here as well to explore. So it says rock art on mobile phones. So this place is called Lordenshaw, and Lordenshaw Hill has one of the largest clusters of ancient cup and ring marked stones in the UK. There are 4 interesting spots we'd like to share with you. The main rock, the horseshoe rock to the left. Wow, look at the sky. There's like this big, beautiful, it's almost like an eyelid, an eye in the sky up there. Oh, and some sheep too. And then there's the Iron Age hill fort up to the right and the Channel Rock up to the right. Okay, let's go, Patch. I think it's kind of a loop you can do. I'd like to go up to the left and see what's up here. So this is me using my fancy camera. I've got a wired external microphone, which is really cheap. And what I love about the wired external microphones are that if it's plugged in, it's likely working. Whereas the Bluetooth ones, there's the connection, and you know, it might be fun for a little while, but when you're relying on it every day, if you're doing videos every day and then you record a video with no sound because it wasn't connected correctly, you're like, oh, that's so annoying. So yeah, that's I mean, the downside is you have a wire, but it's the funniest thing. If you're holding the camera in your hand, you just need to run the wire along next to your hand. Hello. Saying hello to the ram. I was in my jeans this morning and it's roasting hot now. So into shorts. And just asking permission of the land, the elementals, the guardians, Mother Gaia herself, our ancestors, both physically accessing this place and assisting however I can reasonably to help clear, heal and activate. Also share messages from our ancestors as we traverse this beautiful space. See behind us, just stunning. There was a microlight, little power assisted glider that was flying. That was incredible. It must have incredible views. And when I came here last, and that was the first time I came, I think I came twice, once during the day and then once in the evening. And yeah, the evening was really, really magical too. I seem to remember in that video, I'd need to search it up myself and find it, that there was interesting shapes in the sky. I do feel that the skies are a reflection of the energy on the land, a reflection of our hearts. I'd be really tempted to go barefoot up here, but it would take me a lot longer. Patch is enjoying the walks. He's had one little run, and then he had a walk at the other Neolithic art site we just visited. So this was, I said Bronze Age, right? Bronze Age. Or did I say Iron Age? Iron Age. Great with my history. I just caught my first glimpse over there to the left of the the main rock. I love its title. So there must be another one up over the right. I wonder if it's in that other hill over there. Maybe. I would say this place feels very majestic. In parks, these big rolling hills, and then the reuse of a sacred site as a fort. And it's more than, like many forts around that time, it wasn't just a place where they held soldiers and weapons. It was, people lived there, and when we go up and explore it, you start to get a better sense of that. I had this strange feeling I didn't lock my camper van, but you know what? I doubt anyone's going to run off with it. Okay, here we go, over to the first stone. Let me know what you think of this audio quality and of the video. Hopefully it shakes a little bit less. It is more work for me to charge the camera and to edit the videos a little bit. But, well, I don't really edit them. I just copy them off my camera onto my phone, and then I do the same thing I always do. You can just see the, come on Patch, he's loving it here. Lots of dog smells. I remember the first time I visited this rock, visually I was very disappointed. I was like, oh, there's not much here, and this is meant to be a really high concentration. Maybe there are other areas that I missed, but this is called the main rock, so you'd expect it to be the best. These look like 4x4 tracks. Must be a lot of dogs that go up here because Patch is stopping to sniff every second. Wow, we get a beautiful view. Perhaps this is why this place is so sacred. And have we just driven from the other side of those mountains over there? I think so. That would make sense. I mean, they're hills, not mountains. So this cup and ring marked rock is protected as a monument of national importance under Ancient Monuments Act 1913. Why to 53? Did it run out? Ministry of Public Building Works. Wow, look, it has the same pattern of erosion into the rock that flows from the top, and it reminds me of this tree of life. And then we have cups. Just taking my time. Try not to stand on Patch. More cups down here. Let's do a wee circle round Patch. There's so much hidden in the detail, and there's a lot of stones around the side here. And beautiful erosion. I feel I'm about to sneeze. I just had a really, just as I stood here, I can only describe it as a feeling. Yeah, there it is again. Whenever I stand here, I feel a slight dizziness, a wobble, and it's interesting that the stone is pointing, that it has this point directly that way. Wonderful. Perhaps there are other sites in that direction. So let's keep going, Patch. And it's interesting because this rock is much smaller than the one we're at last, and I would say has a lot less ring and cup art. But there are some here, if you just need to look more closely. I guess it's a more weathered position. So there's one there. Oh, and this is an amazing one, look at that. Oh, it's showing up really well on camera. That's my favourite. Maybe even more favourite than the other sites. And then, scanning over to the left. Yeah, there's another one here. 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 Little one there. Let's climb up. Thank you for letting me climb up. One here. Just stunning. To all my ancestors from around the universe, for all the humans and otherwise that have celebrated and worked this sacred site. We celebrate you at this time. Thank you for reminding us of our past, helping us reactivate both you, the land, the ley lines, this whole beautiful planet Earth, helping us reconnect with every aspect of us, past, parallel, present and future. I stand with you here at this time. And help activate any dormant mechanisms, superpowers, any ley lines that serve the highest good of all. Celebrating dragons in the sky and all our galactic brothers and sisters from around this universe. We come back. We came back to celebrate you and all the sacrifices you made. We send so much love and we're grateful for you. Thank you for this gift of this experience. Well, thank you once again as we continue down. And I'll say one last goodbye. It's not the last time I ever see you, but thank you. And may your cup overfilleth. Overfilleth. There's a really interesting mound down here as well. Ditch. That's very cool. Come on, Patch. I think this camera only records for 30 minutes, so come on, Patch. You're thinking, oh good, it's only a 30-minute video, John. Come to my left, please, Patch. Good boy. Yeah, we can go up and take a quick look at the hill fort. Wow. I do feel much braver this time coming back. I feel I am a different version of me. I am a different version of me. Timid and scared of bumping into other people and other people hearing me speaking light language and all these unusual things that I do. I'm far more courageous about. And never to hide the fear or pretend that it never happened, or pretend that I'm not scared of doing these things, or just trying to push through it and say you just got to do these things. I feel another better way of describing how to fully express yourself is to build up the courage. Courage is an emotion, and bravery, like being scared and then overcoming that fear. And you can cultivate bravery, right? It's very cool. Cultivate any emotion, from fear to bravery, from unhappiness to happiness. It's very cool. I'm glad I brought my hat. I think it would have been better to have something on my neck as well. I give you a little glimpse of me. I don't know if the camera's showing me upside down or flipped over for you, but that's me. Okay. All the way up to the top. I don't know how good the muffler, the wind muffler is on the microphone. I hope it's doing a good job. I'll be listening back with much curiosity. It is such a glorious day. Wow, I'm so grateful for being here. I'm so ready for lunch. I feel lunch and a nap. It's so cool being down here. And despite all the cars, perhaps this is a different audience. I mean, it's quite a big site, but there's lots of cars, but then there's also lots of walks. And the schools aren't on holiday here yet, or in Scotland, even though it's summer. So it's definitely much quieter. So this looks like this is the outer ring. This must be the outer trench of the hill fort. And I don't know if they've found any archaeological, any evidence for this, but to me, I feel that it was more than a fort originally, and that it was used in Neolithic times as well, which makes a lot of sense, because anyone doing any activity in a smaller hill right next to a larger hill would be thinking, oh, I could do something up there too, get an even better view of whatever it is I'm doing. But I don't know if they ever, or have intentionally looked for evidence to support that. So this is the inner ring here we're just walking over the top of. Oops, sorry Patch, you keep walking in front of me. Yeah, just stunning. And I will take a look at some of the settlements. I think as you walk around the outside, you get to see a bit more. Let's have a look up here. There's a tower down there. Much newer, but maybe into a few hundreds of years ago. I can't zoom in for you, but it's just a single tower by itself down in the fields nearby. Just stunning. Must admit my hand's getting a bit sore with this grip. It's like a metal stand that you can hold. It's not really designed for it. I think some small modifications, maybe a couple of elastic bands around it help. Yeah, beautiful. I love the energy flow here. So let's head around the outside. Come on, Patch. Hello. So keep going around here. Yeah, I think you can go all the way down there. I wonder if I was missing another area of stone art. And it's quite fascinating because they often choose these big slab-like stones, and there's one straight over there. But it's really far to walk with Patch, who's exhausted. There's my excuse. So yeah, this must have been the top. And then I'm sure if we walk around here, Patch, yeah, we walk up and down over some of the settlements that were here. Wonder how they shifted some of these stones. A bit less mysterious than Stonehenge or even Duddo that we were visiting yesterday, but these are big all the same. You'd need some ropes and a horse and cart or lots of people to pull them up a hill. Very cool. This stone here wants me to take a closer look. Let's have a wee look. I am really hot now, I must admit. Very cool. The stones are saying they were moved to this location. Fascinating. Come on then, Patch. it feels like in the wee settlements, which are like little rooms that you pass by around the top, and then there's some more around the outer ring. I mean, you can't go in them, there's just a remnants of the outlines of walls, but it feels like they'd often have one of these stones. It never occurred to me that you could, these stones, the larger the stone, the more they heat and retain heat, from the day, and then they release it into the evening and night time. So they can be used as night heaters if you just keep them bare, facing exposed to the sun during the day, and then at night you put your tent, your roof over the top of it and allow the heat to dissipate in. This is a beautiful rock here. Look at this one. No direct signs of art, but a couple of interesting suspicious holes here, look a bit like two cups. And then around here is a remnants of the outline of a wall. It's really... Oh, sorry, Patch, you're right. You okay, buddy? He's wrapping me up, so I'll spin around. There we go. Oh, wee lamb's shouting away. So let's head down here. Odd minutes in the video, so it's perfect. Wow, the car park seems really far away now. At least our van's still there, Patch. So I described the energy here as light, and there's an excitement and anticipation building. My meditation message from my guides this morning was all about energy rising up from the ground beneath us, these ascension waves reflecting from the sun and going into Mother Gaia's heart below and then rising up. And there's an interesting couple of clouds there. One of them is in the shape of a P for Peter or Papa. And I find the way that they've landscaped this area is really fascinating. If there was a stone circle up there originally that they've since, that during the Iron Age they took down, or they just reused the stones to build the fort, it would make a lot of sense, to reuse all of that, especially if they didn't know what it was for. Well, in particular, if they didn't know what it was for. I think if they knew what it was really for... Oh, Patch doing another poo. Then they'd realise the power that you yield through these sacred sites. Okay, I've not done this before with this camera, so wish me luck. As I try not to film what Patch has left. Okay, Patch. Getting better at these one-handed poo collections. It would be so lovely to stay here at night. That said, there's a kind of, how to describe the vibe here at night. It feels that there are beings that protect this space at night, and that they're interdimensional, somewhere along the lines of the similar families to Sasquatch and Skinwalkers, cryptids that are interdimensional. That's what it feels like here at night. I haven't stayed here overnight before, but last time I was here, I was doing a live stream down in the car park there until 6:30 p.m. and it was pitch black outside. And I can remember it was so dark that you just couldn't see, and you couldn't see full stop. I did have my infrared camera with me, which was very handy. I'd only just got it, and I remember looking out around the car park and feeling that, well, in part that I was being watched, and that also that I was to stay there. You know, that this definite feeling of not moving from that location. Just lots of big, lovely stones here. Wonderful. So yeah, there must be another stone that I've not visited, and perhaps it's on the other mountain there. There's almost a direct line of sight between the main stone over there and the other one. I wonder if it's just called the main stone because it's the bigger of the two. That's entirely possible. And now my stomach's thinking, what will we have for lunch, John? A late lunch. Not sure what time it is. It'll be about 1:30, 2 o'clock by the time we get down. I'll keep filming a little bit more in case something interesting happens. You never know. You never know, John. Especially in the messages that come forwards. So that's a lot of fun. And watch your feet match. Hi there. Wow. Certainly a bit of a wind trap here. Come on in. I love the ferns. The foliage here is lovely. Come on then. And there is a path straight ahead of us. Did see some people, I was going to say disappearing up it, but they don't disappear. Yeah, there's something very inviting about this slope ahead of you. It's very undulating, very smooth and flowing. And come on, Patch. I feel that in part that's because, well, not the shape of it, but the feeling of it is lovely. That it's a reflection of the energy of the site. And I mean, the whole world's sacred, right? I don't obsess about that particular place. It's so cool. It is cool, but the whole world, every patch of this planet is so wonderful. Is that where you're called Patch? Maybe. It must be very hot in my camper van because both of the roof vents have opened, and they open automatically at 26 degrees Celsius. That's hot for Scotland anyway. I know we're just in the northeast of England, about an hour and 30 minutes drive south. Patch, you're just going to trip me up, darling? Please stop leaping in front of me. And I think what happens is, at the end of the day, the farmer comes up in his quad bike and sheepdog, and then they round up all the sheep and then they bring them down these paths, and either they continue on because there's a little farm just down to the left, there's a wee house past these sheep, or I guess you could put them in a trailer, but it's a lot of hassle and effort. Drive them in and out of a trailer every day. Drive them in and out of a trailer. It's lovely that the sheep enjoy here. Maybe if the meat is consumed, I don't eat sheep, but perhaps their wool is supercharged with beautiful high vibe energy. And this guy's nervous but protective. Hello. And that's his back. The campsite. Campsite? Why did I say the campsite? Hello, Mr. Sheep. Bah. Mr. or Mrs. Bah. Come on, Patch. He's already nervous enough. without loitering. Okay. And what a lovely place to spend the evening. I don't know how long I'll spend here. I might head over to Kelso after this, or I also had a thought of heading up to Bamburgh as well, which is down towards the sea. It's a really stunning castle. And I believe you can stay there overnight. I don't know if you have to pay. So far I've been avoiding places that you have to pay, but I don't really mind. Okay. Let's go in here, Patch. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you, sending love.